Hello class 10th. Today we will continue with the chapter 1, the Union Parliament. Today's topic is procedure for the amendment of the Constitution. We will discuss the following points. So the objectives of today's topic is procedure for amendment of the Indian Constitution by simple majority, by special majority of the Parliament, by special majority and ratification of the legislature of half of the states present and voting by a simple majority. Now let's discuss some keywords. First word, ratified, means confirmed. Number 2, consent, means permission. Number 3, initiated, means commence. Procedure for the amendment of the Constitution. The Indian Constitution is neither very rigid, rigid means hard, nor very flexible, flexible means easy to modify. The procedure for amendment is neither so easy as in England nor so difficult as in the United States. The Indian Constitution is rigid as well as flexible. The procedure for amendment is neither so easy as in England. In England, the constitution is highly flexible and can easily evolve and adapt to changing times as it is unwritten constitution. And the procedure for amendment the Indian constitution is not so difficult also as in the United States of America. In USA, it must receive a two-third vote of approval in both House of Congress or a request from two-thirds of the state legislature. Article 368 Part 20 deals in amendment of the Constitution and its procedure. It states that the Parliament has power to amend the Constitution, which means it can add, subtract or change any part of the Constitution. However, it cannot amend the provision that form the basic structure of the Constitution. Till date, there has been 101 Constitutional Amendment Acts. The procedure for amendment of the Indian Constitution is as follows. There are three types of amendments. First, by simple majority. Number 2, by special majority of the Parliament. Number 3, by special majority and ratification of the legislatures of half the states present and voting by a simple majority. First, by simple majority of the Parliament. A number of provisions can be amended by simple majority of the Parliament. It includes establishment of new states, salaries and allowances of MP, quorum of the Parliament, privileges of the Parliament, use of English language in the Parliament. India is a federation of different states, so a very rigid system of amendment has been provided for such provisions of the Constitution which are of utmost means most importance for different states of the Indian Union. Such provisions include election of the President, executive powers of the Union and state government, legislative relation between the Union and the states, Supreme Court and the High Courts, representations of states in Parliament, etc. In all such cases, a constitutional amendment must be passed by a majority of the total membership and by a majority of not less than two-thirds of the members present and voting in each house separately. Not only this, the amendments need to be ratified. Ratified means confirmed by the legislatures of not less than one half of the states before the bill is sent to the President for his assent. Provision of the Constitution which are related to the federal structure of the polity can be amended this way. Consent of the half of the states legislatures are required by simple majority. There is no time limit to the states to give their consent. The following can be amended this way. Elections of the President, Supreme Court and High Court, executive power of the Union and the states, distribution of the legislature power between the Union and the states, representations of the states in the Parliament, etc. All other provisions of the Constitution can be amended by following the first two conditions, that is, the amendment must be passed by a majority of the total membership of the House concerned, and second, by a majority of not less than two-thirds of the members present and voting in each House separately before the bill is sent to the President for his assent. There is no need to fulfill the third formality, that is, the consent permission of one half of the states. Some such provisions which can be amended in this way are those concerning fundamental rights, directive principles, citizenship, the union and its territory, etc. Majority of the provision in the Constitution need to be amended by a special majority of the Parliament. The bill must be passed in each House by a special majority and a majority of two-thirds of the members of the House present and voting. After duly passed by both the Houses of the Parliament and ratified by the state legislature where necessary, the bill is presented to the President for his approval. The President must give his approval. He can neither hold it nor return it. After his assent, the bill becomes an act. Provisions that can be amended by a way of special majority are fundamental rights, directive principles of state policy, citizenship, union and its territory. There is no need of consent of one half of the states required in this case. It must be remembered here that all constitutional amendments can be initiated. Initiated means commence only in the Union Parliament and not in any state legislature. All the constitutional amendments can be initiated only in the Union Parliament and not in any state legislature. Thank you.